What up, people? We back. And this is your boy, the Digital Pit Boss. Welcome to the Red Eye Flight, the late night talk show. And we going in. Once again, the conscious community, hip hop hustlers, the snake oil salesmen, the folios are at it again. This time the hustle is the LAPD gonna pay us 6 figures for roughing me up and detaining me. Boy, we're gonna get into it tonight. I got a lifetime of dealing with the LAPD. He ain't gonna get a dime. Not a dime. Oh yeah. He in for a battle in LAPD. They got ways of playing dirty. And the young New Yorker, he gonna learn about the West Coast. I'm your boy. Welcome to the show. Polight versus the LAPD. We're gonna take some call-ins. So if you want to call into the show, you see the email there, 99lightyears@gmail.com. Hit me in the email. I'll send you my number. Or if you know me on Facebook, get at me on Facebook. Or find a way to holler. If you got my number, you can call in, or I'm gonna put the link out. And we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna see what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on? Why does the hustle continue? How come his cohorts over there at the goddamn HOK don't never respond to this with any rational thinking? How long are we gonna let these hotep hustlers get us in? What's up, G-Dab? G-Dab done made the show PG-13, y'all. Can't be doing all that going in, but it's all good. What up to the calculated risk takers? We slowly grinding. We slowly building. I'm getting emails. I'm getting small donations. You love the show? Man, support the show. We need equipment. We need to move around the country. We need to support the other calculated risk takers out there. We're going to hit 2017, and we coming in hard. As y'all know, that's cutthroat season. And in the cutthroat season, if necessary, we're going to have to call them out by name. We are not afraid to show our faces. We are not hiding behind computers. We're going to get into it. So, if y'all been watching, the HOK extension brand, the Polights, they're at it. They got the YouTube page up. They're waiting for you to hit that donate button so they can make 6 figures, he said. Now, even if he was to win the case, that's years away. Years away from a payday. And boy, LAPD hate for you to sue. They hate for you to sue. Somebody say I'm getting some slow motion. I see you out there. So the Hotep Hustlers is operating the black magic. There's no stopping this machine. You look over to the HOK brand, and here you go. You see dumbass Garfield. Steady at the agitation. They think that's winning. We're going to see. 2017, we're going to see. We're going to see. So, dealing with this subject matter with Polight, let's examine it. Let's understand what he's claiming. So Polight, supposedly, according to him, he has a Western Union sent to him. He decides to pick that money up in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. A place I know well, a place I spent well over a quarter century growing up. Been there many times. It's a ghetto place, trashy. You got skanks everywhere. You got hood hustlers all over the block. You have all kind of illicit activities taking place in Hollywood. The stars are in Beverly Hills. The stars are in the sky. But the late night little stars, they're always at it. Illegal activities. And so, Polight decides he'd pick his money up there. So he goes into the Western Union. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing illegal about that. As he's coming out, he's grabbing for his cell phone. He needs to get this on camera, some activities. He sees the police. Now, the police is agitating someone we never know. You guys heard the Kev Gill's review on it, right? He details it in somewhat. So, what did we learn? We learned that Amulet, she had the PayPal account. There's $40,000 of unpaid debt owed. Polight says the government is after him. He can't pay the debt. The government has created a PayPal account and reverted the funds. In over a 5-year period of $40,000 in collected debt, he wasn't noticing the PayPal emails he would get into his PayPal account. So as he looks in there, they're stacking up, $300 here, $20 there, $50 there. The debt getting enormous. He's panicking. He's already jumped out the window. He realized he don't have a parachute. So now he needs to pay back $40,000. $75,000 in court fees, lawyer fees. Seems a little funny to me. But hey, lawyers are expensive, they say. Who does he get? Malik Zulu Shabazz. Black Lawyers for Justice. They're buddies. They had a debate. He met him when he was gangbanging, when he was a Crip, back in his Crip days. Interesting. So now, here we are, 2016, end of the year. HOK's dead and burning. They all suffering. They losing views. No longer are they reaching that 2,000 mark real easy. Today, you can't bust 1,000. Seems to me that the con is being revealed. But desperate is the man who's driving. Desperate is the man who's driving. So somehow, he got to relieve himself. He has to find a way to pay the rent. Beverly Hills cost a pretty penny. Oh yeah. Some bucking going on. So, what is the remedy? Hey, I got beat up by the police. They visited me in the hospital. Is this routine? Well, this happened in Hollywood. They seem to know you are. They nickname you Smart Guy. They knew who you were when you walked out of the Western Union. They call you Smart Guy. Yeah. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. The Polight. So, he takes to the YouTube. He's crying on the YouTube. We don't see his wives. Victoria's on the scene. Victoria has a secret. We don't know what it is. Polight has a plan. It sounds ridiculous. It's just not believable. But somehow Polight has this cult following that just can't resist. Y'all know Geneva. I had her on the Morning Cup. He's a Polight fan. She hates Pit Boss for going in. Pit Boss tired of being abused by the GMO knowledge coming out of the HOK. Polight, he's a specialist in GMO misdirection of news. And so the plan is underway. He's going to hold a rally in front of the precinct. Rally in front of the precinct. Over a detainment and a scuffle to the ground. Now, it's going to be difficult to prove that they didn't have just cause. The police are going to say, you were dressed like someone we were looking for. It's that easy. You were dressed like someone we were looking for. Or better yet, the way they put it, you fit the description of someone we're looking for. So after a little rough up and an ID check, they realize, you're not that guy. They let him go. Doesn't sound like a six-figure case to me, Polight. Con game is getting thin. 40,000 has not been returned. We're on the job now. We got calculated risk takers. We're a little tired of it. I'm getting emails in the e-box. Some of the TRTs upset. They've been had before. They're sending your boy the information. They're asking me to go live, and so I go live. It's interesting. $40,000 unpaid debt. 90 books you have written. You haven't written a book in a while. A couple of children's books. I asked a few writers I know, what is the number of some of the best writers you ever heard? How many books have Stephen King written? Nowhere near 90. Stephen King needs to take Polight classes, how to write a book. Mind you, he did this by the age of 32. I got Polight on film when he was 30. New York, I was there. Yeah. Back then he had 80-something books, 81 books. In a matter of a short 2 years, he wrote another 9. Boy, this is an amazing feat. I wonder why nobody can get a book. I wonder why they're not on Amazon or anywhere but your site. And your site still has that same PayPal account. Still registered to the site. I wonder who's donating money there. Amazingly, he doesn't use the PayPal site for this new GoFundMe. But the GoFundMe has to be reverted to a bank account. Now, y'all guys give up that money. It's going into a bank account. You'll pay that rent. Let's see. You get caught for stealing a car. Lawyer wants $10,000. You get caught for a murder trial. Lawyer wants $150,000. You get caught gangbanging, shooting dice, pilfering. Lawyer wants $20,000. Well, what the hell does $75,000 cost for a scuffle by the police? I get it. You got to fly them in town. You got to build a team of researchers. It's getting interesting. It's just the beginning of 2017. Matter of fact, it's still a week away. Somehow, Polight went from crying about $40,000 to a GoFundMe for $75,000. And the cult like followed. Didn't even let them post it before they gave him $100. Now I got a GoFundMe. Mine hadn't even reached 100 yet. That's okay. We're going to be better off later. It's greater later. So let's take a quick look. I got a lot of friends out here. They've been watching this ridiculoid show. Ridiculous shit going on in this goddamn conscious community. 2016, we're going to be taking names. We're going to get your phone numbers. We're going in. We're not taking it anymore. We're tired of the hotep hustling that you're doing. $75,000 because you got stuffed up in Hollywood. Trust me, Polight. I grew up 20 minutes from Hollywood. Many people got their neck stomped, foot and their back. You can guarantee LAPD fight back. Yeah, we tried it, Polight. We went in there often, late nights. Drag your mama, your auntie, and your uncle down there. File a complaint. They walk out and tell you they don't have any filing to complaint forms. They'll have some in the morning, wait in the lobby. There's an hour wait in the lobby for a complaint form. The crooked eye. Yeah. Police in Los Angeles don't like you suing them for kicking your ass. They're here to serve, protect, and break a dude's neck. Yeah. Ice Cube told us that one long ago, Polight. Maybe you should call him up. It's going to be a long fight, Polight. Don't let them get you in that county jail, Polight. They're going to know you. They're going to throw you in the blood module, claim you're a gangbanger. It's rough in there. It's rough in there. Be careful of the LAPD. It'll be a random stop. They'll say you wasn't using a turn signal. They got game, Polight. They're watching your moves. They done shut the power down on your city block and you can't even get internet service. In the ghettos of Beverly Hills, you can't get internet service. Can you believe that? No internet service in the ghettos of Beverly Hills. Interesting. 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 All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Dr. Yaya. Jazzy. T-Duck. All right. I need a well-balanced oil machine out there. I'm going to throw the link in the chat. Haters get back. Polight fans don't hit the button. This is not that show. This is for those who got an interesting point of view. We want to hear from you. We want to know, is Polight case worth $75,000? What is this $75,000 going to cover exactly? Is it written out and well detailed? Where is it going? Maybe he's going to pay the $40,000 off and keep the other 30, other 35. We'll see. We'll see. He wants 75 grand to fight the LAPD. He's already got 100. He's already got 100. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Modern science, we can take a look. It's quite easy. It's quite easy. Let's go find the link. Well, he said, we'll find this link. Let's find out. Let's find out what the cult of Polight is up to. I'll get to looking. Let me Google it up. GoFundMe. Okay. All right. Let's see. / Brother Polight versus the LAPD. Where is this Polight? Okay. I should have had this pull up for y'all, huh? We just chilling. We're not in a rush. It's 12 midnight here in the ATL. We not worried. We on the investigation. He has a publicist, an irritated publicist. Okay, let's see. Okay, we even made it over here. Which is the LAPD. Let's see if that'll get us closer to the mark. There we go. Here we are. All right. Look at this Hotep hustler, boy. This man good. God damn it. This man's good. Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's good, Pit Boss?
Who we got in there? I can't see that just yet.
Yo.
What up? What up? Who we got on the show?
What's good, Pit Boss? This Chris.
What's up with you, Chris?
Man, I just wanted to chime in real quick. I'm not going to take long, man. I just thought your stream is more interesting than whatever else is going on right now. But I did want to say, too, you got to watch the situation because...
Did you cut out?
You got to watch. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, you got to watch the whole setup because he might be an agent the whole time.
Who, Polight?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
What do you say at an agent? Define that.
Man, look, put it like this. Malik Zulu Shabazz.
Hello? All right.
Pit, what's happening with Big Bro, man?
What's up with you, T-Dot?
I can't call it. What's happening?
What's your point of view on Polight versus the LAPD?
You know me, man. I don't buy it. I mean, I ain't from SoCal, but at the same time, I know they don't play. I know up this way, like 6 brothers then throughout time, because they had did that little when them Bay Boys get put in that little work on that news reporter, that daily news reporter was a big thing out here. So they started investigating the police out here, and they realized like 2 Pegglewoods and 6 brothers, all of them had was trying to sue Oakland PD, and they all ended up dead.
Wow.
So I'm knowing if that's out here, I could just imagine what y'all be going through down there. And I heard about that, I got folks down that way, and I be hearing about how they be like picking people up and dropping them off in other people's sets, and or dropping them off in the essays area and stuff like that. So I already know, man, he playing the game like this ain't New York. And not to say that New York is weak, but it's just a different animal. And
what?
I don't know. I'm just like, it's a different animal, and he's setting himself up for failure. That ain't the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't know how the police look out there, but to me, they look like security for a club. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they probably let the police wear khakis and stuff out there. Like Kev, you said, Kev G or whatever his name is. I had looked at it after you done bigged him up, and I checked it out, and he was like, In Hollywood, they be rocking anything. So there might been real police, but then he got Gonzalez out there. He don't know if Gonzalez got a couple of like inmate cousins or something that you know what I'm saying? That's with the shit, and it's just like he putting his family and stuff in danger for a hustle. I mean, know what you're doing before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't step in shit. He already been stepped in shit one time, fucking around with you. And I'm glad that everything was resolved. But at the same time, don't keep putting yourself out there like that because you ain't gonna be able to pull back sometime. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah, he definitely uh, was dealing with the real police. I mean, it's very rare that you will find somebody imitating the police on Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, that's a crime you get caught for. They're going to stretch you real good for that one. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying it was a little too obvious, the setup. So, of course, it's a crime-ridden area. So you got all types of police and undercovers and narco and everything running around late night in Hollywood, as well as that's not an area that one would be going to a Western Union unless you was just near that. Is many others that one would go to just be away from the monotony of Hollywood. You know what I mean? But I don't think he understands his way around Los Angeles quite that well. So he is probably going to what he understands. But I want you to take a look. He just put this up in less than an hour. Less than an hour. We can't wait till we got 900 people watching our stream. So I'm gonna show my screen real quick. And he puts his business in the public, y'all. So this is fair game in the YouTube wars. This is YouTube wars. I've been at the bottom of these wars for a long time. So here we got the GoFundMe for Brother Polight. His goal, $75K. He's raised by 28 people in 3 hours, $915. In the community, there you have it. Many a hotep hustling going on. That's 915. Now, as good as Polight is, I can imagine this hit 5,000 in no time. That sounds like the month of January in the clear. I doubt any of this money could be allocated to the debt that he owes on the 40,000. That just sounds too good, too much like right. So I doubt that it'll go to that. And, I've never heard of a court case of this magnitude, roughed up by the police, needing 75,000. So we got the social outcast back on the line. If you could hear me, unmute your mic, and I'll let you finish your point of view. Let's see if there you go.
Yeah, I was just looking at that, and I had another question too about that. What happened to Natural Tahuti? Why couldn't they raise that money to pay for his legal fees or whatever? I think it was like 100,000 he needed or something like that. So
well, at the time, Polight definitely wasn't a Natural Tahiti fan, nor was he Black Power. Back then, he was still repping Dr. York from
right.
WAPI. So he was anti-Black Power at that time. And Natural Tahuti was the Black Power general at the day. So he would have been.
You're right. I mean, I was just saying about the whole thing, man. I'm just suspicious about the whole thing, like just the way it looked, the way everything was set up, and then, all the videos, the girl crying and all that shit, man. It just doesn't sit right with me. I mean,
Okay.
I just gotta go. I gotta go with the old school gut feeling and eyeball test on this one, and it just something's not right about this whole thing.
Okay, I got you on that. Now you cut into the agent thing, and you started in at describing he was making connections and connecting dots. So did you want to elaborate on that, or?
I mean, my whole thing is COINTELPRO is operating at higher levels. This is what I'm inclined to believe that. So, I think guys like him, they're definitely tied to a lot of those networks. I mean, he even admitted that his bodyguard or whoever the guy he was with was a ex FBI agent. So, I mean, you gotta look at everything like that, man. Like it's a lot of shit going on, and the way all this shit looks, it just looks it's not right, man. Something ain't right about all this.
Okay, so define for me agent. Just give me a a general definition of your use of the word agent. Because there's all kinds of agents, and I'm just trying to understand so I can either agree with you or maybe elaborate on it. So just give me a definition of when you use the word agent in this regard. How do you define it? How are you using that word?
Right, and that's a good question because that's also been brought up, with the Dr. Mayat situation and things like that. And a lot of people want to know about agents and what that exactly is. But what it can entail is someone who's set up, who's funded to influence certain events and things like that. People are actually given scholarships. Sometimes they're given money funneled to them and shit like that, to do things. And and yeah, I'm just saying, it's just certain people in this so-called conscious community that are part of the remnants of all that controlled opposition bullshit. So that's what, when I say agent, that's pretty much what I'm talking about, guys who are probably on the payroll. They
So
could definitely be on the payroll.
So you're saying like an agent provocateur, which would be someone who comes into a group.
But see, you don't, well, yeah, that too, but you don't have to necessarily be paid, or you don't have to be working for an agency to be an agent provocateur. But to be an infiltrator, you could work for an agency and be an infiltrator, and then provoke shit and do other shit.
Yeah. So let me define it clearly, because I don't like to confuse the audience or just send out ridiculous information. In the conscious community, we use the word agent just freelance. We just freelance with the word. We don't have no real understanding of what we're saying. We just think it sounds good. So in an agent provocateur, the definition of that is a person who comes into a group, circle, some organization to undermine the organization from within. They could be paid, they could be not paid, whatever the case, their intentions is to bring the organization down from within. So let's say we're using the word agent in this aspect for Polight, right? So somebody or himself or some entity has presumably using it Polight to come in and cause friction in what? In the Black community, in the conscious community. What would you say his role would be in to come and do divisive things? Still with me? Okay, I think the social outcast is having issues with his mic. Let's mute him out. T-Duck, if you want to unmute and you want to answer that and give it a little perspective. Let's see.
An agent? I don't know. We don't rock like that. We don't use words like that. It's like, if you got a snitch jacket, you got a snitch jacket. If I don't know. Really, that's when I didn't learn agent till I got into this consciousness. It's like we got suckers, we got weirdos, we got lames, we got J-cats. Peons.
Right.
But agents, nah. That's more some old Nation of Islam type, shit that they just stick with and ride with. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you speaking something, because I did hear before in the Nation of Islam the whole agent bit, but like we don't even rock with that word. Like he on paperwork. What you trying to say? I'm hoping the big homie could school me to some shit. Like what do they mean by agent?
Well, I never looked at him as an agent. I called him a black magician, snake oil salesman. I just think he's a hustler. And he's using this community as you have a lot of people who are looking for information and direction. They're running from one thing to another. And Polight, I spoke with someone earlier, and I said, "What do you like about Polight?" They said, "Well, he's charismatic. He has a way with words, right?" I said, "Okay, I give him that. He got that." Now, what has this been his routine? Well, there are some YouTube channels who have done investigations on Polight 2 years ago and recovered that he had, managed to use his snake oil on a man for over 17,000. And after the investigation was done within the YouTube world, the money was returned to the individual after a long, extensive exposing, right? So now here we go again. We got this status correction. That was next. So all of a sudden, he's no longer preaching status correction. He's no longer correcting any status. And what actually is correcting status, right? He goes to Las Vegas and he opens up some sort of, I don't know what it was, a real estate office, some sort of office in Vegas. What happened to that, right? He hooks up with the money team. What happened to that, right? He got a few children's books. He actually showed us the books that he co-opted with Metal World Peace. It appears Metal World Peace is still in the game with Brother Polight at this particular time. So we got many things that he has used to do. Never does he promote those books on his site. Now he promoted Inky. Inky has come out the closet and he's magically appeared. And he's coming in like Polight just is on his team. Who do these men think we are? Do they think I don't got the videos when Inky left New Covenant? Do we think we can't replay that we don't got that? Israel Doctrine got every video in the community down on a database. It's nothing. So, what are they doing? This is the same play. I've been here so many years. I've seen these plays before. Let me get some footage out. I don't know how well my computer, I got a lot of stuff going on my computer simultaneously, so I'm overworking it. I'm going live, I'm downloading footage, I'm doing all kinds of things. I'm editing videos. I got a video as soon as it finished processing, I'm gonna upload it. It's compressing, and then I'll upload it, and the video is me going in on the fake RBG operations that's been going in. And I actually did this video back in September. So I took the video, edited, put some little stuff in it, and you're going to hear me. You're going to be able to tell my position at that time, and then you can, and I'm going to make sure I let you know the date that I did that so that you can understand various things hadn't happened in the conscious community. And it'll give you an opportunity to see how I was thinking what they are thinking long before they was thinking what they're thinking. Oh yes, I guess. So I'm gonna go inside my vault here and I'm gonna pull up some video for you. We're gonna go back, we're gonna take a look, show y'all how long ago I've been in this game. I want y'all to understand that these snake oil salesmen, these snake oil pilfers, they're not gonna get away with it. We're tired of it. If we wasn't tired of it, I'd sit back quiet. But now it's just too much. It's too much confusion. We can't move forward because we always got to have another hustle at hand. We understand you got to pay the rent, but you can't pay the rent off the people's back. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. So somebody is on the job. It happens to be DPP. So let's see, here we go. Let's see. I'm somewhere in the ballpark. I found it. All right. We get to the video and we're going to get it in. All right. So let me share my screen with you. Y'all get to look at a little bit of my footage. I'll be blowing up the screen, you trolls, trying to check this out. All right. So these are files, or mini files.
All right, us from the hip hop.
All right.
In the videos. Right. So I made a proposal.
Hold on. I'm just brother. All right. Let's go back.
Another brother I'm lucky I'm probably familiar with.
All right. Let's give a little background. So the year is somewhere around 2013. It's the New Black Panther Youth Million March. As you see, this is the old Polight when he had the painted eyeball. He was still wearing blue. No red, black, and green. No red, black, and green. Don't look for the red, black, and green. That hasn't been invented yet. Now I'm gonna skip through this. So this is live, you know, don't expect this. Come on.
That's right. And religion didn't take almost 70.
Now there's the co-op. There's the co-op. That's your boy. Way back, y'all. They don't look nothing like that today. All right. So let's get down this video a little ways. Righteous. Look, I got everybody on there. Matter of fact, we're gonna go one video down.
I'm gonna fight, y'all. And I'm facing. Pointed me to elder. I said I'm not an elder yet. I gotta hit 40. That's the prophet age. I still got a lot to learn from my brothers. Okay, and they're young. 43 years young. I'm 30 years old. He's like 40 years young.
Polight is 30 years old. There's no black and green. There's black, blue, red, and purple. Look at his security guard. He spotted him. There's the other guy. No red, black, and green. This flag has disappeared. The ideology has changed. This hustle wasn't getting any money. He got to change the direction. He has to change the narrative.
You know? So I hope these brothers, because we don't realize that contrast to arguments precipitates consciousness. If we all come in here, we say the same message, we be preaching to the choir, and then redundancy voids the brain, then nobody starts thinking.
This is where the hustle gets thick. The brother has memorized the dictionary. And just by repeating it, $75,000 on YouTube, dude.
Sometimes, you know, history has always showed us if there was a Martin, there was a Malcolm. People always like one or the other. But if it wasn't for those two, we wouldn't be able to definitively conclude where we belong. History has always showed us that Du Bois and the Marcus Garvey. I don't care what you show us. Where you find yourself in history, there's always contrast in the argument. And that's what made the people conscious. And we can always say this one was the agent, no, that one was the agent. But they precipitated consciousness because you had two opposing fields. And the people are not crazy. So the people following this one, the people following that one, even if the leadership has reservation or ill intent, they cannot do it with, well, false conviction or message.
If they have ill intent, they cannot do it with a false message or ill intent.
I'm gonna fight, y'all. I don't want y'all scared of them after that. So I get to a point where I say, I'm starting to realize some of us are getting scared while they're being educated about the white man. So every time you start thinking success, someone reminds you that the white man is going to do something to you. And then I say, we got to be careful with that. Because soon people will stop doing or striving for success and fear that someone's going to do something to them. And if you don't strive for success, you will become devilish. Because all God knows how to do is progress. That's all God knows how to do. So I've been called all sorts of negative names, disrespectful names, all because I teach. If you're going to put us up there being raped, lynched, and castrated and show the power of the white man on that level, show us also as millionaires. Show us also, I don't give a hell if Jay-Z's the only brother you can point at. If you can't find nobody in this day time, Show us some people that represent black greatness. That's what I need. Because I need a reference point for being great. I cannot just have an image of me being hung from a tree. I cannot just have an image of me having my balls taken away from me. I cannot have the image of my wife being separated by two horses. That's my only reference point for being black. When our children go to school, their history begins with slavery. That is not our history. We were kings, we were kings, we were queens. Our history does not begin in slavery.
Go ahead,
so we have
this building will be secure. All lights will be exactly that we have shut. Invitation waiting for elevators to the exteriors. Thank you and have a pleasant evening for the security.
If we have in our minds as children, if we've been schooled by this system, if we schooled by this system, then our history starts in slavery if we accept their school system. So how are we going to have our youth here thinking we have our inception in slavery and we're trying to get great? So say, you know what? I dig the pictures, man, but we also need some reference points for black greatness. That's what we need. We need just a little balance. So after I realize what they've done to us, I need a little inspiration for what I can be. I don't always want to see when we got caught up on drugs, when the Harlem Renaissance came in, when the class members burned us down. I'm not trying to forget these things, but I'm saying that youth also needs some successful references. I was just talking to my daughter over there, and she said, why was you afraid as I walked from the National Black Theater by myself to the State Building? It's just 4 or 5 blocks. I said, because I care about you. She said, I know you do, but I said, if you did, you would have asked me that. So she said, what's the difference between love and care? I just had that conversation over there with my daughter, 16 years old, finished with school because I homeschool her. All right? Took out the system because I know the system don't work for us. And people bitch about the prisons, but the school system is worse than the prison. It's so bad that if you
That's the end of that one. Hold up. We got more.
They stop all educational programs. You can't even get a GED in prison.
All right. Who knows what the hell is going on here? One second. I didn't realize that y'all wasn't viewing this. Let me go back and show you some of this footage. Another
I'm gonna fight, y'all. And I'm facing 3 to 5 homosexuality in school. People kept that private. Now, if you watch these TV shows, now they're not only doing homosexuality, they are also pushing homosexual pedophilia. You gotta watch what they're doing. They got a movie coming out with a little boy dressed as a girl on a pole with an old man dishing him money. But you see, this means this is the next agenda that they push in substance. So people say, brother, like, how you religious? How you have all these wives? So how you do that? I said, because we isolated ourselves from society, turned the TV off, learned how to play instruments, learned new languages, and I took my children out of school, and I said, we're gonna have to learn how to live for each other and by each other, free from other people's vices, so we can be left to our very own. So it didn't happen. I didn't find no black women in America, and it started working out. To move away from the city, and we learned to live amongst each other for a whole year, free from media, free from advertisements, homosexual advertisements on the buses, free from the school system that gives the children sex bracelets. That's right. Now I gave these brothers a hug because we build. People say we beef. They say we beef, and everybody knows we 2 coins of an opposite. This is gonna have to be a 3-sided coin because my brothers is over here. They're on the same side of the coin, and I want no one to misunderstand that I don't teach embrace the love of the white man. What I teach on my side of the pole, that they raped us, after we learned that they castrated us, after we learned that they falsely incarcerated us. I don't want y'all scared of them after that. So I get to a point where I say, I'm starting to realize some of us are getting scared while they're being educated about the white man. So every time you start thinking success, someone reminds you that the white man is going to do something to you. And then I say, we got to be careful with that. Because soon people will stop doing or striving for success and fear that someone's going to do something to them. And if you don't strive for success, you will become devilish. Because all God knows how to do is progress. That's all God knows how to do. So I've been called all sorts of negative names, disrespectful names, all because I teach. If you're going to put us up there being raped, lynched, and castrated and show the power of the white man on that level, show us also as millionaires. Show us also as
All right. Now, I got plenty of footage. I can keep going. I got so much footage you couldn't imagine. I have never put this footage up before. Y'all ain't never known that Pit Boss was in the game like that. He thought I popped up a month ago. This ain't new. This ain't the first time I done been on the scene. I got some footage, y'all. If I take time to put it out there, y'all won't believe the transitions, the flip-flopping, the flapjacking of the fools that y'all been victimized by. We gave this man a ton of money. Let's see what old Umar. We got old Umar.
Peace and love, family. It's an honor.
Huh? Some of these clips.
The revolution after rap right now.
There go your man. Let's see what we got.
With phonics, phonetics, knowing that the Phoenicians made the
We just rolling through it. We live broadcast.
movie stars are just playing. We got a man here that y'all know from the Morning Morning Show, but he's trying to tell you people that's gonna be hiring black people jobs. It's all about jobs.
Electric freedom fighters are doomed.
He behind bars. For my brother, your brother, we got it laid by Dr. Yo. Welcome on stage, the one, the only. Power. Now, many people call this a black community. I say it's a white community populated by black people. This is not no black community. This is a white community populated by black people. Because if it was a black community, we would have a black bank, we would have a black phone store, we would have black medical centers, and nothing's stopping us from making this a reality. Nothing's stopping us from making this a reality. I don't want y'all to leave only with reference points of rapings, lynchings, police brutality, and the likes. I don't want y'all to only leave on that note, because they'll give you the impression like we're gonna lose and we can't win. So we need to get balancement. There's enough people in here today to change our reality. You understand? Now, when our children go to school, they learn that our history has its inception in slavery. They start our history on from slavery. But we know in our inception, we were kings and we were queens. In our inception, we were buried with more gold than brothers and sisters kill each other for today alive. But now you're mad because I want to still shine. Now you're mad because I still want to wear nice shoes and nice chains. It's in our DNA. Don't try to suppress the youth. This is out there today. And just because you're...
See, 3 years ago, at this event, we had got this new Polight. This new Polight. This get money. I need a fat gold chain and a Bentley, baby. Well, I heard you don't own that Bentley. You don't got that Bentley. That's a loan me Bentley. It's a rough day. It's a rough day. How long are y'all gonna allow this to go down? That was a little rough draft on some of the footage. You know, we'll get into it. I may have to go in and examine it closely. It's a lot of footage. And put together something for you, show you a contrast. Some of y'all ain't been around long enough to have heard all the news. I've been here a long time. I watched transformations take place. Now, back then when you seen that footage, no Brother Reggie, no Shaka Upmost, no, who else wasn't around? What's the Imam Bashir? No Imam Bashir. No, they hadn't gotten the game yet. They wasn't in the game yet. None of them. No Tazaria. He wasn't here yet. Pit Boss was here before all of them. I watched them. Sat back and calculated. These suckers, they fronting. They selling bullshit. Yeah. It's going down. Now we're going to go into 2017. And Polight's going to be on a mission against LAPD. And I haven't been to his website, Jay Weiser. You guys ever been there? I haven't been to the website yet. Oh, no. I can only imagine. Bentley costs a lot of money. There's not too much left over for the website. These are the ways you can understand. He's already at 975. We're going to see what he at in 10 minutes from now. He's going to stay on that thing until it hit 5,000. Now, just a moment ago, Sean Netta was asking for 40,000. He got to 8,000. Got hopeless one day. Had a sad day and returned the money. He couldn't stand it. His spirit started talking to him. He knew he had no good intentions. Now it's 75,000. There's no breakdown. Just 75,000 to the GoFundMe. Not GoFund us. GoFund me. Now, nothing wrong with having a GoFundMe and you got a campaign. Nothing wrong with donating to it. But make it clear what it's for. Show us $75,000 worth of attorney fees. That's a pretty bankroll for a little roughing up in Hollywood. How can you just prejudge the payout? 150,000? 6 digits? What does 6 digits mean? $100,001? And if you win, do they get their 75,000 back? I doubt that. That'll be 75,000 plus the 6 digits. And the Hotep hustler will be shining. Brand new Versace. He ain't gonna buy no black clothes. He's on the vegan revolution. No black power in the vegan revolution. What does black, purple, blue, white mean? Anybody know? I got a lot of stuff. Let's take a look. Let me take one more, refresh the page. Let's see how fast the Hotep hustling works. I can't seem to gain $100 over here. Oh yeah, it didn't went up. 940. Now, someone said that, they'll be investigating. Let's read this. Hold on. Y'all got to read it with me. Y'all in here with me. Y'all read it with me. We're going to find out what's this going on. It just don't seem righteous. We're a community. And So here, Brother Polight is a community activist that is highly revered for his scholarship and his activism. Now, he has become the victim of police brutality, that he has grown accustomed to aiding others that have fell victim to the shame. Brother Polight and Victoria Lamar were physically assaulted and injured in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard and have accumulated several injuries on account to the profiling and the racial animus perpetuated by the LAPD, and still the police have not yet confirmed the reason for their illegal search and physical assault of Brother Polight and Victoria Lamar. Please join forces with us to set certain precedents as it relates to the racial profiling and the police brutality. Help us to make an example out of the violent actions conducted by the LAPD in order that there may be reform in the matter in which they conduct themselves. They have intimidated and paid off many people that held them accountable. Please be pursuant with us and join us in this fight to address the social injustice perpetuated by the Los Angeles Police Department. Help spread the word. Polight, I'm spreading the word. I'm spreading the word that you done hustled the goddamn community so many goddamn times. Sorry, G-Deb, we got to express these things. That we can't let you get away with it again. You're already up 1,000. You may hit 5,000 by the time your video reaches 60,000. Easily. 60,000 of the hotel hustling. 75,000. Are you going to add that to the 300,000 that you already got? It's interesting. It's interesting. He's back to the community. And it's amazing. Nothing they can do wrong. One hustle after another. One hustle after another. Wouldn't you say Polight could just put up a flyer that he's going to come to town and he's going to speak, and people come out and pay for that, give them a speech? That should be next. Maybe you use the funds for that. There's a whole lot of hotel hustling going on. All in the pursuit of a brand new Versace belt. Another money team hat. If I was the money team, I'd cancel and tell them quit wearing my damn hat in his video. It's bad advertising. Kind of like OJ. Hertz didn't want OJ affiliated with them no more once he hit that courtroom. But I guarantee you this, that the LAPD got tricks. A couple of tricks that you'll see. If nothing else, they're going to get you in there for 72 hours and let you go out the back door. Downtown Los Angeles. Where the scabies run about. It's rough. And the whole tap hustling is getting real. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. Well, we're going to sit back and see. So, in the meantime, while Polight is exacerbating his way through the maze, through the matrix, working on his way to $75,000. The Polight cult, the cult of Polight. That's the new one. The cult of Polight. The blind following the blind. The uncalculated, taking risks blindly. No understanding of direction. It's rough. It's rough. Well, I guess this is not too much of a subject that we can go all day about. I guess we'll have to sit back and see. So since Polight raising money to fool the people, let me do a little raising for mine. Over here at the Digital Pit Boss, as you see, we got a calculated risk takers. Go to GoFundMe and calculated risk takers. Let's fight back. Let's fight back by building something better. Got a lot of activity coming forward. Can't do it alone. As you see, Polight can't do it alone. So, if Polight's right, donate to Polight. If I'm right, donate to me. Or donate to someone you feel right to push forward good information. We need more good information and less Hotep hustling. You're giving the Hotepers a bad name. You're making the black magicians look crazy as hell. You're making the real snake oil salesman change his game. He don't want to be affiliated with no fraudulent fake black power. They're calling your names, Polight. They're calling your names. Well, here we are. I leave you with this. Be impeccable with your words. Never make assumptions. Always do your best. No matter what they say. Don't ever take it personal. This is Digital Pit Boss, striking at you with the real. Have a great night, and one love. Until next time, holla at your boy, Digital Pit Boss. Baby, we out.